Populous and beyond. Yeah, you like that one? Didn't relate it, but uh, welcome to TM2 Studios presents The Chains of Gallas, tabletop RPG game with me, Remy, as your game master. And since we are going to be playing a game, we need our players, and we might as well start with Giggles over on my right. Please present yourself.
My name is Mike. My friends call me Monster. I will be playing Daywin Tathar Ramirk III, the Wood Elf Paladin Artificer.
Oh my. Hello, my name is Billy Towers, and this is my character. His name is Clock.
You brought props.
I did. A Warforged Sorcerer's Bard. Made out of an old clock.
All right. We'll start. So we'll go to the next one in line. No, don't just jump up all at once.
Hello, my name is Ashley, and I'll be playing Leah Nilo, our High Elf Druid. It's a pleasure.
And I am Jerry O'Malley, a human sorcerer, or a human cleric, wizard.
Never get a sorcerer and wizard mixed up.
That's right. But I'm not that kind of sorcerer.
Ooh. Well, anyway, before we dive in, we have a quick promo. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on twitch.tv. And if we have 50 followers, we're able to... Mike, props not here.
I don't know what you did with it. Is it under your little Fortune's Favor thing right there in front
I
of you?
mean, no, it's not, man. That's the DMG, man.
Jeez, Remy, I'm prepared. That's it. Oh, Jesus.
It's on the screen.
Oh, just
There's
down
one
here?
here.
Down here? Up one of here?
It's a train wreck. I can't go away, though.
Say.
We have this all well prepared. I am honestly believing in that.
We need a
But-
script for him.
We need a prop for this guy.
We need a teleprompter.
We need a commercial so we don't have to deal with
We have one.
it. Do a commercial.
We have two, in fact.
Yeah, that's it.
If we get 50 followers on our Twitch account, we will hold a raffle for those 50, and whoever wins will get a copy of the PHB 2024. Just go to twitch.tv/TM2 Studios and just subscribe, and we hope that you will enjoy the show. So, with that, let's get underway. It has been some time on this continent, and the party known as the Company has faced quite a bit, from wyverns to undead wyverns to devils to devil deals, from mobsters to mayhem and to madness. It is now time for our party to depart the continent. They set up with a freight company known as Gray's Freight, and have set off for the port town of Vestus.
Gray's Transports.
Gray's Transports.
Just say, hold
in my
on,
notes.
hold on.
Thank you. I appreciated that. I made it simple. Apparently not simple enough. Gray's Transports, owned by a rather rugged kind of fellow by the name of Gray. He hired you on, offering a modest deal for once all of the caravan reaches the port town of Vestus. Along the way, you've come across a windstorm, some interesting foliage with personality, some devastation at the hands of a metallic bull, and are still about roughly a week out, give or take, depending on what may keep you. Depending on what may stall you or propel you forward. That said, we enter the morning of one. Like any other, the transportation company has already started pulling up stakes, fastening down all of the caravan materials, taking stock of both your rations and also whatever materials you may be transporting. One individual gets Clock's attention to go through the routine of checking every axle and wheel and making sure that everything is up to code before traveling out, or no one wants to have a broken wheel and get stalled. Where do we find Clock as mentally as the preparations get underway?
Same thought process. Gonna check all of this so that we don't get stalled. He remembers his first day on the road and several things broke, and he just doesn't want to deal with that again. Thinking about the metallic bull, no, its origins. Sing a little song in his head, keep himself busy. Whistle while you.
And it's interesting because a dwarf is actually like checking the undercarriage of one of the wagons that you're doing, and you can actually hear him humming a interesting tune in the process, and he's like, songs in my head, yeah, and yeah, and you can tell he's grumbly about it, but then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's going, and but for the meantime, give me a. This is going to be a luck roll.
Okay.
So just roll a d20. Anything 5 or below, there's going to be some trouble for you.
Sounds right.
Anything 20 or up, and you might. Sorry, anything that gives you a net 20 will actually be a boon in your favor.
Nice. As a point of order, I think about how the grumpy dwarf, and I'm like, he reminds me of a friend. I miss him. Oh, just under. That's a 4.
Okay.
Those dice.
They were a gift from me. Sorry, buddy. First night of the roll, I'm already getting trouble out of you.
Okay, Clock.
Yeah.
So 4 means that there's going to be some trouble.
Uh-oh.
You're Your wagons are going to be moving at a slower pace due to all of the maintenance that you'll be doing throughout
Hmm.
this day, this half of the week.
Knowing that, just to get things rolling a little faster, I'm going to do what I did before, casting freedom of movement on the two front horses. Well,
These
not
I should let you know that they're not horses.
oh,
They're
they're
actual.
beasts of-
These are closer to oxen.
okay, the fur. And I think, considering that it's more of a mechanical problem than a navigation problem, I'm going to go with the back two for horsepower.
Okay,
Pardon the phrase. I guess oxen power, so to speak.
understood. All right. Let's move on to Leah.
Hmm?
It is the morning. Where do we find Leah as things are getting ready to go underway?
I'm just like packing up my stuff, making sure my staff's in good condition, and just getting ready for the day.
Okay. Any rituals or any special things that you would like to do before the caravan heads out? Anything that might interest you? Something that you would like to scavenge, or uh, any kind of questions pop up that you might want to answer before the caravan gets underway?
Actually, I was thinking that had I seen like Gray like somewhere before, or have I heard of his name ever
Hmm.
in my lifetime?
Give me a history check.
Okay. Ten.
10. Your knowledge of all of the merchants on this continent is a bit limited, even though your husband is a productive merchant. Gray's Transports is, you could probably say that you know them as well as a in terms that we can use. It's almost like he's uh, one of the few transports hired by the city of Telma to actually take on this large for the city itself.
Okay.
However, as a merchant, you don't know too much about him.
Okay.
Moving on, let's go over to Daywin. Daywin,
Yeah.
you're up,
Let's go.
and you're already a week out of Telma, and you're farther away from your companions than you have been usually. Where do we find Daywin mentally as you're pulling up stakes?
Mentally, he has been engrossed in this manual that he has been working on for
Right.
the last week. Oh, this means I'm done with it.
Yes.
As he's out there in the yard, he's got this rope tied around him with a rock behind him.
Yes.
He has been engrossed in trying to complete this.
Be a man.
Slow motion.
The As you finish your exercise,
Yep.
since you're not doing it in full armor,
True.
um, We'll say that you'll actually get a chance to clean yourself up for you before everything heads out.
Fantastic.
It's at this time that you can actually see quite a change in your overall physique.
Look at that.
Your
Hey, Leah.
My.
Got the shirt off.
glistening, sweat, yeah.
I'm ripped.
Your muscles have gotten larger and more defined.
Yeah.
And with that, you are now fully able to activate the powers of that manual.
Fantastic. Thank you.
You are welcome. I promise to glow up. I promise to glow up.
That makes me so happy. Yep, but mentally, though, going back to my companions, it has been a week. And it's not like I haven't been without them before, but knowing that they're, back in Telma, kind of just doing their own thing, helping out, and just being on the road, with new companions. Yeah, I mean, there's that sense of, a little bit of homesick with, the people that you've been traveling with for so long, and now, you got new people around, and, having to develop new relationships and whatever. So, yeah, it's a bit of an adjustment period, and he has really kind of just buried himself into like just trying to, just to stay focused on this manual or whatever to get it done. And so it's really kind of that has really occupied some of that to kind of alleviate the I wouldn't say anxiety, but just that missing
piece.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's really kind of just buried that down and put all his effort into doing this. But now that that's complete, it sees the fruits of his actions. Yeah, he's proud of himself for accomplishing this, and it wasn't a small feat to do that. So he's but yeah, there's that sense of there is a piece missing. Yep.
As you marvel at your newfound muscles, well,
I know.
newly
Yeah.
formed
I
muscles.
didn't know I had muscles on that side.
Hands you a mallet and points at something and points at one of the wheels that's kind of off kilter.
That's not what those muscles are designed for.
The guy just give it back. We just pass it back and forth. Mr. Muscles over here likes to show off. It's been freaking useless.
But as you do marvel, there is a weight upon you that is harder to accept, or if not harder to accept, has not changed. It dangles around your neck.
Yeah, that's a big one, man. It's a big weight.
Would your father be impressed? Would your family take pride in such a thing?
No, they wouldn't.
Perhaps there will be an opportunity.
One day.
These are steps forward.
Every little bit counts.
That's all note. We're going to ask one more thing of Daylin. Daylin, would you would you what what is your thought process right now as that weight still resides?
The thought about that is, taking a moment of pride and in the work that I've done to complete this task, but again realizing that not only is there a small part in missing my companions, but there's also that mental state of having that other weight that without this, I mean, I would still physically look to an extent to two different people.
In reflection, you do see an Adonis of a man looking back at you.
Yeah. But in that, I also see the young, frail boy.
Tasks tasks that sorry, past that haunts,
Yeah.
but but maybe it is more of just a ghost of the past.
Yeah. Well,
From here, going to pass it over to Jerry. Jerry, as you run through your spell book and with quick fervor manage to get through your daily spells, where do we find Jerry on this particular moment?
Just prepping for the day. Eating breakfast. Taking inventory of everything. Making sure our route is laid out. Notes of the weather.
With that, why don't you be the first to give us our weather report of the day?
Uh-oh.
Percentile dice.
Percentile. It's going to be a 45 day.
45.
Yeah.
Okay. The winds do pick up, or from what you can gather, the winds will be a factor. Depending on how you navigate this, you will find either promise in furthering the trek, or you may be hindered, depending on what choices you make throughout the day. Gray will actually come up to you, Jerry, and he's already got his traveling gear set up, and he's putting on his hat, and he looks around and goes, "So, I've got to ask. You're pretty good at all this managing of your company, as well as all of the other things that are going on with this caravan. Ever thought about making this more of a permanent thing for yourself?"
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, I always need a uh, good knowledge man in my corner, someone who can possibly make it so that we could always expand the business and be able to get more transportation done between here and other locations. it comes with the steady pay, and you know what? You'd be doing great work for the city itself.
I appreciate that. We're kind of bit on a bit of a mission ourselves right now, so at the moment I would have to decline, but I would very much be interested in seeing if there's opportunities in the future to continue this relationship.
Well, wouldn't say no to having smart people down the line helping me out. It's always good to make friends. I just thought I'd ask. You seem like the type that can bring forth things to the table that normally we don't usually find.
I appreciate that. And I am blessed to have such a great company of professionals working with me.
Well, morale has gotten up since we started out. You all are quite a colorful bunch.
Yeah, we are a bit unusual, I will give you that, but
Not saying that's a bad thing.
it's in the diversity that we find a compatibility of capabilities.
Usually, why I offer these deals to people I like. It's usually those diversities that bring out the best of people, at least as far as I've found. And when someone's got a good head on their shoulders, you don't have to worry too much about things screwing up. I had before I took on this company and before I changed the name, let's just say that there was a bit of nepotism in play, and got kind of crazy trying to get transportation. Had some horrible business partners, and even some deals going on a few islands just off of Vestus. One of them just happened to be for this tyrannical individual that pretty much demanded all sorts of things around here. And, even though we were leagues away from that island, even the demands came from them in loud choruses. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure.
Things like you better not drop anything there, or if I find so much as a copper's worth out of place, I will make sure that we take it out of your hide, kind of thing, as well as just a whole bunch of nastiness and basically privileged demands, as it were.
Sounds rather amateurish, if you ask me.
You're telling me. And yet that, from what I can tell, that feller was definitely trying to move up. This was decades back, but I'm not sure. He seemed to be the kind of guy that didn't want to spare the rod.
Yeah, I met a few of those.
Well, I'm just glad that there are people out there that understand and are also effective in their own ways. Meaning, basically, I'm saying that I like you guys, and I hope that we can stay friends.
I appreciate that.
Now, enough of that mushy stuff. I think that we need to get going before the wind picks up too much.
Daylight's burning, so best get going.
Yeah. So he'll kind of just dust off his lapels a little bit, and you can see a whole bunch of cake coming up from the sands that just like fly off of him. His coat is more dust than it is coat at this point.
I'll have to make a note to give that a little bit of a cleaning later.
And with that, venturing off, and we are now into our second week, and we're gonna go off of this first half. Now, the winds are picking up, and they are going to be a factor. However, the way you rolled means that there is more opportunity than there is possibility of loss. So, depending on how you do your jobs today, we'll see how the caravan fares. Daywind, you have taken on the course as cook. Are you still planning on doing that, or do you plan on taking on more jobs?
Well, the last one I did was hunting
That's true. That's true.
game. So
And you did bring back some mighty fine game
I did.
that will bring some morale boost for the group, for the
Fantastic.
caravan. Are you still planning on doing some hunting?
Yep. I think I'll stick with that, at least for now.
Okay. Clock, you're still going on as engineer.
Yes, and one more thing. Which direction is the wind coming from?
The wind
Is
is
it pushing us forward, back?
currently you're facing a wind that's going from east to west. Now you're heading northeast.
Okay.
It is going to provide some resistance to you, but not as much as you might think.
Well, doesn't hurt. Should have done this with a sandstorm, but I got a little caught up. I'm going to be, along with my other jobs, put a wall of force that kind of bolsters the wind a little bit. It's not very tall, so it's not going to block all of it, but enough that it slows the wind down as we're walking.
Okay. The wall of force will only be effective in stationary locations.
I'm aware. So I did the math on it. 10 by 10 things. It's about 100 feet. It isn't far, but when we're doing a caravan, keep it up. And then with my last 5th level spell slot, do it one more time. So we have 200, at least that's 200 feet of wind not bolstering us so much.
Okay. I'll give you an option. Do you do this at the beginning of the day, the middle of the day, or the end of the day?
I'm going to say the middle of the day, so that we get that nice break. The first part of the day is kind of hard. Give us a little respite so they can get some, people can gather their strength, and then tough it out the rest of the way.
Okay. All right. We'll make note of that. Leah, what about yourself?
I'm going to be scouting around on foot this time.
Scouting around on foot.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to come back to you on that
Okay.
in a little bit. And Jerry, how about yourself?
Same as before.
Same as
Navigation primarily, and perimeter scouting with
Yeah.
the owl.
with the owl. Okay. All right. So for this part, I'm going to need a round of checks. Leah,
Mm-hmm.
I need a survival check.
Okay.
Jerry, I'm going to need a perception and a survival check from you.
Okay.
Right? Daywind, I will allow you to decide between a knowledge nature and a survival.
I will do knowledge nature.
Well, let's see. Before we say anything, does anyone feel they need a little bard? No? Okay.
That sounds really scandalous.
Not that kind of bard. I'm a robot man. You freaks.
Hey, different strokes for different folks. Different strums for different guitars.
If I was a bard, I'd say I always wanted.
We're professionals.
Just want a little bard.
Nature.
Nature,
21.
21. Okay. We will say that you're able to find a small herd on the outskirts, allowing you to track and to bring back uh, a closer to a buck than anything else.
Sure.
Actually, for fun, flavor, and for fun.
Here
This
we
is
go.
this is closer to a cross between a lizard and an ostrich.
Oh, nice.
It's got some really defined hind legs, small hands in the front, a interesting beak that and just this weird coif ridge on its head. And when you actually bring it back, Gray will actually say, "Well, it's going to be gamey, but it's going to be tasty." Who's next?
I got 22 for survival.
22 for survival.
Yes.
So because the winds were picking up, the DC was 20 that you didn't get lost.
Oh, thank God.
There is a moment as you are scouting around the area that that the sand starts to really pick up, and you do lose track of the wagon. However, you manage to get to a bit of a higher ground area. You manage to spot the trail that leads to the caravan, not losing any time on the caravan. You also gain a little bit of we'll call it generic information on the area that you can use for future rolls, either in this or next week. You'll be able to, this or this half or the next half, you'll be able to add a +2 to any knowledge nature or wilderness survival.
Ooh.
And it's open for contest if you think that you can actually use it in other fields. However, DM gets final say.
Okay.
Jared?
All right. Perception I did with advantage because owl.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are correct. You would do that.
And I got a nat 20.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
For a total of 32.
Okay. Divine intervention. And the wisdom check?
The survival check that you asked me
Yes.
to make, came out to be an 18.
18. Okay. With navigation being your wisdom, your survival check, you're able to stay on course, and you are also able to make sure that that anyone that might have gotten lost in the kick-up that happens around midday, you're able to spot and you're able to keep track of. No one gets lost. No materials end up getting knocked out or misplaced, thanks to your uncanny eagle eye. I will say that with a nat 20, you will also get something else, which I will come back to in just a moment. But I want to check with Clock here because we have to roll a Tinker's Tools check to see if you can keep the caravan's the caravan's wagons intact.
Okay. $18.
18. Because you rolled a 4, DC was 16. So with that, we will say that no extra damage comes to the cart, but you will be spending a majority of your day fixing all of the problems that are at your disposal.
That's okay.
Sorry, half a week, because we're stretching this out.
Right.
That being said, with the kick-up being at midday, you manage to make it a bit more easy for people to do their jobs at the worst time of the day. You will not face any kind the caravan will keep moving without any kind of problems, so they will not face any penalties roaming forward.
Is that including the brief wall of force?
That's one of the reason why
Okay.
Why they're not facing any kind of rolls or any kind of problems, because that was the worst part of the day.
Always is.
Now, I need someone to roll me a die for the caravan. You get to add +5 to the roll. +1 for everyone's participation, and an overall plus in your favor.
Nobody roll
Yeah.
roll at once.
Right.
Yeah, she's got down and up right now.
What kind of die is it? A percentile?
It's just a d20,
Oh.
and you get to add a +5 to that.
17.
17. With all that said, the wagons do not tip over. You're able to keep track of everything and make sure that there is no loss of wagon or of materials. Now, Jerry, with that nat 20, making it a 32 perception, I will say that you get to spot something. Thanks to your advantage in the air, your owl being able to traverse farther in case you need someone to check out something suspicious. And in some ways, a bit of luck. You manage to spot a herd of roaming monsters stampeding away from an area. They're not on course with you. You're not likely to have these creatures cross paths with you. but they definitely were spooked by something. Do you use the owl, or do you choose to check it out?
I think I will go check it out. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is a bit of a ways out. However, you will get a you will be able to get there within an hour. And what you will notice is what looks like an unusual crater from where the stampede first originated. It's about 600 square feet in diameter. Uh, not a full circle, but it definitely has a wave-like pattern to it, reaching from center. And it goes relatively deep, about maybe 20, 25 feet.
No one's around the crater right now.
No one. It's actually quite desolate right now. You get the feeling that this this particular crater might have spooked the animals and monsters within the area to vacate. I'll also
How far away from me is the bottom of the crater right now?
that is up to you. You'll be able to see this from 100 feet up, hands down, no problem. You can go get as low as you want. But from surface level, the bottommost part is about 25 feet deep.
All right, I'll descend down into it.
Okay.
Check it out.
I will ask for an investigation check.
Investigation. 17.
17. With a 17, you will note that this was obviously not a natural cause of this was not some sort of natural geological shift or anything like that. No kind of sinkhole could create this kind of hole. However, it looks like however it was done from the it was done from below up. So it started from below and worked its way up. And something caused a form of caving in. You will also note with a 17 that there is that some of it has been turned earth, and you'll be able to see a strange stone that has a bit of a shine to it, about yay big, and it definitely looks different compared to all of the other stones and minerals within the area.
Any magic coming from it? Tech magic.
Yeah. A bit of natural magic. You won't be able to get a school off this, but you can definitely tell that it has a bit of primordial like power to it. Residual.
Okay. I'll do a rush job on the ritual and do identify that.
Okay. This is a okay. You can list this as a primordial skin or a primordial scale. It's essentially, you will note that while it doesn't have any active magic to it, it gives off a bit of energy that actually enriches the soil content and somehow has some unique minerals, rare metals and precious stones within it. It's in order. Just gonna double check, identify here for how much I can give you without. Yeah.
Spoilers.
H. Identify. You choose one object that you must touch throughout casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. Learn whether any spells are effective, affecting the item, that what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. If you instead touch a creature without with a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Okay. There is a spell in play. I'm trying. I remember basing it off of it, but then I'm forgetting what the actual spell is. Shoot. Wasn't hollow. It was. Oh, it was that growth spell. Essentially, it is equivalent to plant growth, but with effects not only in growing plants, but also providing enriched soil, and it also seems to create minerals within the location that this primordial skin is first laid.
Or if I should take it with me.
It's up to you.
No, I think I'll leave it for now. If it's supposed to enrich soil and it's here, assuming positive intent, that would mean that someone or something placed it here for a reason. I'll make note of its exact location, and leave it be.
Okay. So you're going to leave the primordial scale there, all right? You can have it if you want, precious.
No, you see, it was theirs. It became mine.
That's the way to think of things, precious. Yes.
All right, head back to the caravan.
All right. Do you do you let anyone know about what you have discovered, or do you keep it to yourself?
We'll let Daywin know.
All right.
Being a paladin of a just cause, he would know the right thing to do, whether I should take it or whether I should leave it.
Damon?
Leave it.
That was my suspicion. But I appreciate your confirming that.
That's it. Oh. Ray's none the wiser that you were gone, and we'll just will not bother you about it, about your about you being gone, or anything like that. Seems to trust you, and also if you had anything to report.
Just that there were monsters on the move, but they were not going to be across our path. So as long as we stayed downwind of them.
All right. Well, good to know. Stampedes happen around here every so often, and it's probably for the best that we keep ahead of them. All right. With that, we move on to the final half of the week. This is the last 3 to 4 days before you come up within the possibility of getting to Vestus with everything intact. Percentile roll, please.
You gonna do it?
Mm-hmm. 24.
24. Right? At this particular point, you leave the rugged Badlands for a more tropical, jungle-like experience. It's hot. It's humid. And it is constantly pouring this particular time. Storms have caked up now that you're so close to the coast. And it is making it hard to traverse with the carts not getting stuck in the mud. With that, we now have our last set of rolls for your participation with the caravan. Are we continuing with the with the jobs that we have chosen, or would you like to change them?
Continue.
Continue.
2 continues.
Continue. Add 1, if I may.
Okay, in just a second.
Yep.
I'm going to support clock.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Looks like you might need to hand lifted up some of them wagons.
Looks like you take mud. One of my gears.
That mallet.
One of my gears is jammed.
So yeah, I'll support clock.
Supporting clock. Okay, Leah.
I'm actually going to wild shape and scout around this time.
What are you wild shaping?
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's start off with navigation and observation. So, Jerry,
All right.
and I'd say that you will be doing the observation with disadvantage, which with your owl means that you will be treating it as a straight roll.
Uh, 17 for the perception run. And survival. Also a 17.
Okay. DC was 15 for the navigation. Manage to, through the canopy and the rain, keep everyone on course. Observation. You will note that this jungle carries with it some unusual creatures that you can spot. Now, I can't tell you entirely what you will find, but we will note that there are both predators and prey, monster and beast alike in this forest. You will be able to note that the current trail that you are on doesn't have any predators within sight as you trek forward.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to ask Leah,
Mm-hmm.
as a squirrel,
Yes.
to roll me a Yeah, I think the best one for this are you being so first I have to ask, are you being discreet?
Yes.
You are. Roll me a stealth check using the squirrel's stats. That would be a dexterity check. If it does not have a stealth bonus.
There's a squirrel in here.
I think we can use the let's see here. If anything, we could probably use the rats. Let's see here. Um, maybe the cats. Cat has better decks.
Yeah, I think a cat would probably be closer to a squirrel for.
But it's
So,
it's still a stealth roll.
yep. You get to add a +4 to your roll.
Okay. 19, 23.
Okay, 23. As you traverse into this jungle,
Mm-hmm.
you keep low, as low as possible, sticking to the trees, jumping from branch to branch,
Mm-hmm.
keeping an eye above you as well as below, because things in a jungle can be as dangerous coming from above as they can be coming from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You will see a collection of creatures, raptor birds that are picking apart at the carcass of a what looks like some sort of rodent, a large one at that. You will also note constrictor snakes and ones that look like they could wrap around the wagon itself and crush it within its very coils. And you will see beasts such as wildcats and uh, and a couple of unique and colorful birds. What you will also hear is the thundering stomps of a large beast, followed by a immense roar. You get to decide if you choose to get any closer to find out what it is, or you can head back and report what you found so far.
I'm gonna head back and report.
Okay. We will add a +1 for success on that roll. Now, gentlemen, with your combined uh, intelligence and effects with your tools, I will first ask for a luck roll to see how bad you guys are needed on this particular route.
Go for it, man.
All right. Just point of order. The other thing I wanted to do.
Yes, I
So-
apologize.
You're all right. Thank you. I just want to remind you. I'm burning a lot of spell slots. I'm
Yes.
exhausted. It's okay. It's worth it. Again, freedom of movement on the first two oxen this time, because navigating through a jungle is much harder than hoofing it through a desert.
Okay.
So trying to navigate them better.
Okay.
And then, with your permission, with the canopy and stuff, I'd like to do, again, wall of force just above us, so the rain doesn't hinder for like the middle half again.
Okay.
Middle of the day, wall of force as like close to the caravan as possible, so the rain isn't dumping on us as much.
Okay.
Burn, although I am tired. But I have to
You have been taking long rests, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make sure that you're
Oh.
not just.
No. Like so the way I'm doing it is, long rest, cast spells, long rest, cast. You know how. It
Okay. Yep. So, anything else you guys would like to do before I ask you to roll the luck die? Okay.
Good luck, Awen.
Good luck, clock.
On a 9 or a lower, you will not run into any kind. Sorry, on a 9 or higher, you will not have any kind of problems with the caravan besides just modern maintenance. On a natural 1, there's going to be some serious problems.
It's gonna be a shit show.
Shit show.
On a natural 20, there will be a benefit in your favor.
Okay.
So roll me that luck.
Go for it, man. You got it. I'm on.
It's a 10.
But it's a 10.
It's a 10.
I'll take it.
Now, because you guys were working together, the DC was set lower than it actually was. With the rain and the mud, and you guys being in dangerous, hard to see areas. This was going to be a possibility that your caravan might have lost to something or had gotten serious damage and slowed down your progress. With the 10, while there were some kick-ups, like some reins being damaged, an axle nearly breaking, wagon wheels getting caked in mud, causing a bit of a slowdown, and even at one point, you nearly lost the beasts of burden from being what is that thing from being separated from their yokes. That said, you managed to handle every single problem that comes your way. You are tired. You are muddied.
Clock is using his long hand as a window wiper to keep the rain out of his face, but it's not working it's enough that he can barely see.
But you manage to keep the caravan going without any loss. I'm really impressed with you guys because there have been some serious issues as of late. Now, for the final roll, the caravan. You get to add a +4 to the route. The rain overhead will make it difficult. So unfortunately, you don't get that +5. However, with all of the spells that Clock has put in, as well as all of the maintenance from Daywin and from Clock, you will not be losing any kind of bonus for these rounds. So, who's going to roll a d20 +4?
You gonna stop now, Ashley?
You got this.
You got it.
11.
11. DC was 12.
Oh no!
We face a situation where the party has to decide. Are we going to suffer problems with the caravan, as in the wagons? Are we going to suffer problems with the shipment? Or do you suffer problems with the people of the caravan? Keeping in mind that includes you all as well.
People. It's so greedy.
Right. Man. What's our life for two? We're talking about gold here.
That's a problem. Now, if death is a problem, well, okay.
Jeez.
I got one vote for people.
It's all about the money.
Wagon.
One vote for wagon.
Caravan.
One vote for caravan.
Boy.
Tiebreaker now, Ash.
People.
People. I'm going to need 4 dice rolls from everyone. Constitution saving throws. Now, Clock,
Yes.
because you are unaffected by disease, you
Oh yeah.
you do not roll. However, I will have you roll for the caravan party.
Okay.
Way to go.
DC plus 1. You rolled a natural 1, didn't you?
No, but pretty close.
That was pretty bad.
And what am I adding to that?
Plus 1.
All right. No. Someone gonna die. Wait.
Waiting for everybody else.
What are we rolling? Constitution saving
Constitution
throws?
throw.
+1.
Well, no, you just roll your Constitution saving
Oh,
throw.
16 for me.
16. Success.
Yay.
Clock rolling also? Or
Nope,
is
he doesn't
immune?
because he is not affected by disease.
I don't think you are either, are you?
You are not because you're of your paladin ability.
Yeah. Let me double check. Feats.
You're 6th level paladin, right? At least.
Let me double check.
I believe they get it at level 2.
Feats, traits, blah, 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 spell casting. Yada, 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 yada. Tool, trade, arcane armor, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, 3rd level.
Blah, blah, blah.
3rd level?
Disease.
Yes, divine help. The divine magic flowing through you makes you
Go.
immune to disease.
Yay, no rolls for me.
18.
18 is a success. So the company faces no disease in their with their upcoming rolls. However, half the caravan now suffers the disease function. And I will just bring that up in just a second. I was almost certain that they are diseased, so and having to pull out the book and all of that, yada yada. We will say that the caravan is essentially poisoned. They are running exhaustion. And half of the manpower is essentially down and unable to fully work. Gray will look at all of you and realize that you all are still on your feet, and he will say, "This is going to slow us down, and it's also going to mean that either we find some sort of village out here, or we try and make it straight for Vestus and hope that everybody survives along the way. Either way, it's going to slow us down."
How many people are affected?
That
About 10.
10.
and also, what is their exact condition? Is it like poisoned or is it?
They are suffering from poisoned, exhaustion. But poison is in this case considered disease.
So they're diseased.
Yes. But they take the same effects as if they were poisoned.
Seeing these conditions, David and I look at each other, do a head nod.
Yep.
And we cast as many times as we can
Mm-hmm.
lesser restoration on whoever we can get our hands on.
That's why I was asking how many. 'Cause
Actually,
I have 10 spell slots. I can do 10 people.
Let's say I
Actually,
burnt
but if you-
one of them.
they will give you more than that because lay on hands for every 5 points you cure a disease.
Oh, is that right?
That's true.
Oh, shit.
So I don't have a lot of
So you
spells.
have to burn spell
Shit.
slots first.
Lay on hands. Let's go back to my feet. Right.
Power of Paladin, baby.
Lay on hands. You have a pool of healing power, 40 HP. Long rest. It's an action. Touch a creature, restore a number of hit points. 5 hit points to either cure a disease or neutralize a poison affecting. Oh, there you go. So, is that 5? 5 times 10. I can't do that many.
5 times
I
10.
have
50.
50.
I have 40. I have 40 available points, and I get to use 5 per person, right?
Yeah.
So that's 8
8.
people I could do.
Okay, cool. And then I will do the other 2 with my
There you go.
third level spell slots. I would also like to
Don't
do
worry, Mr. Gray. We got you covered.
I would also like to do the be creative. So as I touch them, the clock on my face normally goes one way, but now it's going the other way, as it's reversing back to when they weren't sick. Hence
Okay.
clock, because it is through my clockwork sorcery.
Oh, man.
So it's
Interesting.
Some cool flavor.
Keep in mind.
other way.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, you want to speed this up? Okay, they're dead within that building.
Oh,
You know what? All I do is I'm going to inflict wounds. Now it's all the money is ours.
Evil plan.
We've got a new business. God,
You got plenty of
capitalized. We've already got all the.
It's under the management. Now it used to be Gray's. Now it's Jerry's transport.
O'Malley's. All right. One by one, the sickened individuals manage to be healed by the healing touch and reversal of illness from both Clock and Daywin. They will still face the exhaustion. However, they will no longer be taking more exhaustion. And they will no longer be under the effects of the poison effect as well. So, with that, well done, folks. You made it through the 2 weeks.
Yay.
Woohoo!
The caravan does not die under your watch. As we move further into the jungle, we see all manner of foliage, creature popping out. Most of them won't bother you too much. It seems that you're big enough that it's not worth the threat. Those and the ones that actually are considering that are immediately scared away by either you, the party, or by a few rather brave individuals with a bunch of planking swords just going, "Hey, I see ya." I need to pass everybody's passive perception.
I believe mine's 15.
It's not at 13.
Yep, 15.
17.
17, 13, 15.
22.
Okay. Jerry and Leah,
Hmm?
you will actually see in the shadows of the jungle, you will see a couple of shadows rush on by you, silhouettes, medium size, hard to tell what they were specifically, but you do see a couple of silhouettes, just right on the edge of the road, out in the foliage.
Stop. Is the caravan still? Is there a pathway for the caravan to keep on moving?
Yep, there's plenty of pathway.
All right. Kind of stop and turn as I observe them just flitting by. Keep an eye on them, make sure they're not going to like turn around, cause problems.
All right. Anything you would like to do, Leah?
I like telecommute to Jerry. Did you see that? What are we gonna do?
Don't know that they're hostile yet, but I'm watching them.
Do you want me to keep going, or do you want me to stay where I am?
I keep going with the rest of the caravan. I'll catch up.
Okay. And then I keep going.
You keep on going. In about 20 minutes in, you come the road banks, and as you correct, you will see a broken down tree across the road. A couple of them. And what looks like a large panther-like creature with tentacles on its back, standing
Oh, shit.
standing on top of the fallen debris. It snarls. And it's not alone.
Greater invisibility.
You are greater invisible. You are invisible.
And on the ring, I, the player, know what this is. Does Jerry, the wizard, know exactly what this is?
You've come across these things in a tower.
Displacer beast. Alert.
And Jerry, when you disappear, you not only will notice that, you also hear a whole bunch of shouting coming from the woods all around you. And that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be back soon. Stay with us. We're just going to go out and stretch our legs. party has just come across a break in the road. Two large trees have now stopped the path, and a displacer beast is on top of that divide. Jerry, as he is already communicating displacer beast warning, he hears the call of dozens of other voices coming from the jungle. Some are, well, Jerry, you have that comprehend language is constantly rolling, don't you?
You know it, baby.
So you will hear in multiple different languages, stop where you are right now. This is a quarantine check. And you'll hear it from both sides of the road right now.
All right, translate it.
Quarantine? That's a new one on me. Oh wait, is this in the
No,
doing
it loud because the caravan people don't have earrings.
Where's that voice coming from?
What's a
You
quarantine?
turn invisible? Just that voice speaking out. The fuck?
Clock,
Things got real weird.
clock language to Jerry. What's a quarantine?
You are to go no further until you have been inspected for any sort of parasite.
Again, translate it.
It's also in common, but it's kind of drowned out by all of the other ones calling out. But yes, you able to get that, and Gray will just be like, there are displacer beasts with them. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
You know about this, Gray?
I know about these people. They're hunters. Right. All right. Let me talk. I'll see what we can do about this. And he's gonna walk forward. Does Jerry? You are the you're invisible. What are you doing?
Standing right where I'm at.
Okay.
Because in a minute it'll expire, so.
Right. Does anyone else do anything while this goes on? While Gray steps forward.
I'll stay with Gray. Just behind.
All right. You will see a green dragonborn in gray and black hunting leathers step out from the jungle, and in front excuse me, in front of the displacer beast. It seems that the creature does not seem to take the dragonborn as a threat, and just continues to stare at you all with predatory intent. And the dragonborn will say, Gray, it's been some time. Ah, crud. And Nalu, what are you doing here? Vestus has asked for a quarantine, and they are wanting to make sure that no one that comes in or out is sporting any of the parasite. Parasite? What are you talking about, parasite? There is a supposed creature that has been affecting humanoids. They inject their young into the human host, where it gestates until it pops forth from its chest in some sort of tadpole-like shape. We haven't been able to capture it, and we are currently on the hunt for one such individual that may actually be host to one. Well, that's a bit of a problem now, isn't it? Look, are there any signs or symptoms? Sweating, a uneasiness, paranoia, delirium, and death from having such a thing pop out of your chest. Well, we've gotten the runs in just the other day. That's about it. Yeah, there's a bug going around. Do you have business in Vestus? Yes, we do. Now, is that going to be a problem? If you have business in Vestus, you'll have to spend a night in quarantine just to make sure that you are not showing any of the symptoms. Really going to make this a problem now, aren't you? Not my orders. This comes from up high. And we're already doing our best to find whatever creature is doing this. For all we know, we may have an outbreak that could affect even Telma in the process. Telma. And anyone in surrounding areas. There's no telling how far this will go unless we make sure that the problem is dealt with. Fine. I'll have everyone in quarantine. Will that do ya? Of course. Of course, you will also make sure to hand over any weapons or any kind of magic components. Even the magic stuff. Even the magic stuff. The last person that came through decided to use magic to leave our quarantine before he was asked to get out of his quarantine. I see. All right. Let me talk it over with my people. Pardon me. And he walks away, and he stops over to you, Daywin, and as you're right behind him, he's like, please tell me that none of you have been suffering any of those conditions that he just listed off.
Nope.
Okay. I'm sure you realize that in order for any of us to get paid, you'll have to go through quarantine. Or if we even want to get into Vestus.
Can I sense if this guy's telling the truth? Or if he's lying?
Have you walked up with with Daywin and Grape,
Yeah, I'm on Daywin's shoulder listening.
you may make an insight check.
12.
Hard to read. Dragonborn like this are really stoic.
You know, I thought I heard him say pie. And
You're just kidding.
I look up at Daywin in my squirrel form. I don't know if what this guy's intentions are,
Do you have
but
telepathy or something?
no. So you,
Yeah, a whole bunch of teetering.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Get off my shoulder!
You get out.
It's a fucking rat.
Well, I'm gonna have to break this to Eric. So this is gonna be one of the things that is gonna hold us up for a while.
Yep, it is.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to have to break it to everybody.
Yep.
And he gathers everybody around and says, "All right, listen up. Apparently, there's something going around that is affecting Vestus. We're asked to make sure that we are clean and not going to provide any kind of safety concerns to the people and the town. I'll expect you to be on your best behavior and to listen to these hunters. Do not mess around. Now, we just have to spend a night and part of a day in quarantine. If we don't show any signs or symptoms, we get to go into Vestus and hopefully be able to sell our wares. If anyone has a problem with that right now, there's the road. No one will complain about you not going in, but we won't be able to get into Vestus if you don't do the quarantine." Now, the hunters are asking that you hand over your arms, any kind of components, or any kind of materials that are used for offensive means.
I literally take out a screwdriver in my arm. Just look.
Yeah, that will count. Apparently, someone has already done something stupid, and basically, no one gets anything but their clothes on their back.
Player question. Do I count as a person or a magical item in this sense?
Good question.
Point of order.
Yeah, I know. Here's a question.
Oh.
Do you recognize yourself as a person?
Of course.
Well, then,
Are the villagers going to recognize me as a person?
good question.
Where's O'Malley?
By this point,
Reappeared long into that conversation.
Thought he was hiding.
yeah, there you are.
There you are.
So, my people are going to have to go through the quarantine. Now, seeing as you four are private contractors, you don't have to stay and you can actually choose to venture forth from here. The next port town is about 3 weeks that way, and 2.5 weeks that way.
Think we have business in town. Yeah, I thought so.
Also, we won't get paid.
Oh, it's
Oh,
contract.
oh,
Gotta pay us.
oh. I thought we had to go all the way there.
Caravan,
all
no.
the way there.
Oh,
I think it was just a matter of percentage on wagon or
Yes.
supplies that had made it to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fucking there. 100%.
okay.
So, I don't know what you have planned for Vestus, but if they're calling it quarantine, probably means there's something rather big. Hopefully, Analu there, the Dragonborn, will be able to give us more information either before, during, or after the quarantine. Well, I'm gonna hand over the reins. You all can talk. Just be wary that if you start a fight with these folk, they're going to take it personally, and
No.
they don't play nice. They hunt monsters for a living, and it's a big game usually for them. Anyway, pardon me, and he walks off.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna be in quarantine for a night.
I changed back to my normal form. Yeah, I couldn't tell what that Dragonborn's intentions were.
That squirrel was our friend.
Yes?
Oh, okay. I didn't see you transform.
Squirrel girl. Got it.
Yes, I can transform into a squirrel at will. But yeah, I could not
Ah,
read
okay.
like what his aura was.
Well, that's okay.
Okay.
We'll assume that they're on the level. If they try and shenanigans, well, we'll be ready for that too.
Yeah.
No, let's set up. Wait, what time is it?
The current time is no.
All right, I'm going to bed.
The current time is roughly about 11:30.
Okay, so still early morning,
Late morning.
late morning,
I don't know why you would think it's early morning.
because tomorrow's Saturday, and that would be early morning for a Saturday. But yeah, late morning. What? Where are we going?
So, one by one, you fall in to line as these hunters will actually make sure that you are all within perfect view. You'll note that this hunter crew is composed of individuals of various different cultural background. You've got a good number of them are humans, but you also see a couple of dragonborn, some elven folk, a tabby like tabaxi, some halflings, and a couple of dwarves. It looks like a melting pot. No major race uh, is currently in a command structure alone. Analu will be the one to direct you to a small. It's not necessarily a village more than it is a camp. Plenty of tents and huts, and also a number of cages within the area. There are a couple of people there already, but they seem to be fed and taken care of. No one is complaining of abuse or anything like that. And Analu will actually take you to a dark-skinned human that has a number of spears in his possession. And he gestures to the one and gives a number of hand gestures that and back and forth they have this conversation. Because of comprehend languages in the past, I will say, Jerry, you do have a rough understanding of what they are saying. And Analu is basically saying that you're in charge of this group right here. Make sure that they don't do anything funny, runt. You lost the last guy. You're responsible now. You want to show that you can take charge? Take charge of these folk. Billy.
Isn't Ollie walking away?
I mean, do you have anything to say to Analu before he leaves?
Nope, but as he's walking away, I do a rude gesture.
And you understand that as well, Jared.
Okay. Go over to them. Hello? Forgetting my character's name. I'm Janali. I am one of the hunters. We are doing this for your safety. I want to make sure that you're healthy. You're not sick. You don't get other people sick. The last person didn't really understand that. We don't know what's going to happen. I was confrontational with him, trying to do something better here. So, for your safety, please stay with us so we can take care of you.
Okay.
All right. Do we have extra tents?
They have the cages for the quarantines, but they also have things like bedding and the sort so that people can at least remain slightly comfortable.
All right. I know it's intimidating, but this is just so we can keep an eye on you. Okay. They are roomy, stuff in there. If you need anything, you feel sick, hungry, thirsty, call someone over. We will help you. It's been a long week.
I'm sure it has.
So, then bring them over to the cages.
Okay. And one by one, you will be asked to relinquish all of your items and be informed in multiple different ways that they will not be messed with outside of just a minor inspection, and you will get everything back when you finish the quarantine. A halfling, especially this rather stout-looking one, just looks at each of you in turn and goes, "I'm watching you. You bring any of that weird leaf stuff in here, I'll make sure that you don't walk away with your knees intact. Understand?
Don't pay him any mind. Did you give that back, by the way?
He took it with him.
The fellow that passed through here had leaves that smelled strange and felt stranger. You don't have anything of that sort? Okay.
Any medical conditions I need to be aware of?
I feel fine.
Do you have any conditions that might affect your heart?
No.
Good. Here's the thing. As any one of you shows signs of any kind of sickness, I will be doing a thorough inspection.
For your safety.
Yeah, sure. For your sake.
In sign language. Stop.
And you'll get back, and Jerry, you'll understand this. Last one had it coming.
I don't disagree, but these people seem fine. We're watching them for the night.
I'd rather threaten them with a full cavity search.
The last time we threatened someone, he turned me into a pig and then stabbed me.
That's your problem, Grunt.
Reaches for one of my spears. We can take this outside. We can take this outside of the village.
They're so confrontational. Jesus.
Daddy's not here to watch you.
Daddy's
Keep
not
that
here
in
to
mind.
stop me. Daddy's not here to stop me.
Keep moving, Grunt.
Says the 3-foot tall man.
Seniority.
You sure are. In regular common. He just wants to make sure that you are all safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really seems that way.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I'm fully aware it's my first language. But believe it or not, he also has someone to answer to. Yeah.
Yeah.
You will
Uh,
be safe.
The tabaxi will come up to you and just sign a few things like, why don't we stop this now? Janali can take them to quarantine.
I do
and-
so.
And got it. Yeah. Gibri,
Yep.
thin ice.
Rude gesture as I walk away.
No. Mink says to Gibri, thin ice.
Oh, okay.
So one by one, you're asked to go into quarantine cages.
So are now weapons,
Weapons.
shield,
Shield.
armor.
I mean, if you you can try and play it off as
I will use my action to activate my arcane armor.
oh dear, what do you plan on doing?
Just when it's activated, it cannot be removed. Unless I will it to.
Okay.
So sword, shield, sure. Sorry, armor doesn't come off. It's
Aside from watching everyone struggle to take it off, aside from that, does it have any offensive capabilities?
no, it's armor.
Okay. If we need to search you for any illness, will you please remove it? If you feel unwell, specifically if you feel unwell.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
An elven woman who is next comes up to you, Janelle, and go. I'm here to make sure that there is a woman present in case of any kind of Miss Gibbons. Just keep on point.
Thank you.
One by one, you'll remove what you have. If there is any kind of confrontation, they will respond. And you see that with both Daywin and a couple of other people who of Gray's crew, but eventually you are all asked to head into the quarantine zone. From here, you have a little bit of time to yourself. If there's anything that you would like to do, you are free to do so at this time. If not, we will fast track to the next day.
I'm good.
No, nothing special.
All right. So, you may all take a long rest.
Yay, get my lay on hands back.
Leon hands.
Just out of curiosity, how big are these cages?
You can fit about 4 people in there comfortably. 8 people if it gets really crowded. So we'll say about, doing the math here, about 15 by 15.
15 by 15?
Mm-hmm. And there are multiple of them. And about no higher than 10
15
feet.
foot diameter or 15 foot radius?
Having me do the math here.
Bailey's got a plan
15.
going on.
So
It's really specific.
I've actually got to do the math here. 15 square plus 15 square, and then square root that. So that is, if you're asking about your tiny hut,
Mhm.
I'll say that you can fit the entire cage in there.
Hey, Leah,
Hmm?
you don't happen to have the spell polymorph, do you?
No, I don't. Sorry, Daywin.
That's okay.
Daywin, that's such a specific question
Yeah, that is a specific
for
question.
this very specific circumstance. Is there anything you'd like to tell us?
Someone want to be a pig? Now, I didn't say that. You did. And he understood it.
But not. You walked into that one.
Hello, door.
It was unlocked last time. It's okay. I'm looking forward to Frog Lake later on.
So throughout the night, it is mostly quiet. You will have, for anyone who is awake, the elven folk would probably be up around this time. You will actually see a person come out of quarantine and asked to who is actually showing signs and symptoms. They actually pull them out and will do immediate surgery there on the spot.
Are they considered a disease?
You're about to find out, as what they pull out is about yay long and about the just close to roughly about the width of a kidney.
Mm.
And
Ugh.
looks almost like a frog tadpole with fins and what already look like little arms starting to protrude from its membrane. And it's pulled out, making sure the surgeon actually makes certain not to come in contact with the arms itself, and then shoves it into this preservation jar, and just sticks the lid on top of it, and
Does this
seals. Huh?
does this make quite a ruckus?
Yeah. No, quite a bit of ruckus.
Janali comes back from patrol and tries to triage with cure wounds as the surgeon is working.
Mm-hmm. And the surgeon appreciates it, seeing as he has he's trying to do multiple things at once, and there are two other individuals holding down the arms and hands of this person so that they don't flail. So the cure wounds is well needed after he's stitched up, and the jar is waxed, latched, and sealed properly so that it would be near impossible for it to break out through just popping the lid. And the surgeon will just wipe his brow and go, "We're good." So, your night otherwise is unaffected. The next day, you're welcomed with a meal, and it will be around midday that you are released from your quarantine. Nalu will actually come up to your group and say, "It is good to see that there are outsiders that listen to the rules. My name is Analu. I am the leader of this band. Janali has been your caretaker, and I am led to believe by your employer, Gray, that you are mercenaries for hire. Am I mistaken?"
To a limited extent. That depends on if it aligns with our goals
Hmm.
and our current mission.
Which is
Confidential.
Would that have anything to do with what is going on in Vestus?
Without knowing what's going on in Vestus, I cannot comment.
Why don't we speak of this in more confined area? Sorry, more controlled area. Would you follow me?
Sure.
Of course, you can have your materials back if they make you comfortable.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll lead you to one of the larger huts within the area, and Analu will look at Janali and go, assemble the pack.
Hmm.
Meet me at the table.
And I do so.
So, Nalu will direct you to a hut with simple fixings to it: a table, some chairs, a map on the table of the general area. And on the map, you'll actually see a collection of uh, pins and string that connect all around the area. I would like to first express that in normal cases, Vestus would not concern themselves too much with a normal outbreak. If this were a disease, we could handle it a lot better. However, this is an infestation, which falls under my jurisdiction. We have an invasive species that infects humanoids and will harm the host to the possibility of death or worse. I have a number of hunters under my disposal. However, the net, in order to catch these things, is not enough. And I have to cast it wide and deep in order to catch this prey. I'm looking to hire you on as mercenaries to help discover and contain, if not neutralize, this threat. If we manage to resolve this quickly, Vestus will be open to the general public. Even ships are not allowed to leave port right now, for fear that this may lead outside of just this continent. Would that be something of interest to you all?
What's the pay?
For discovery of the problem itself, we could say 100 gold per person in the party. If the individuals in mind happen to, or creatures, or whatever is causing this, were to be neutralized, whether by destruction, death, or containment, there's a bounty of 1,000 gold per head.
Pretty low considering the nature and extent of this outbreak.
If it is signing bonus that you would, or something, excuse me, if you need more incentive, I'd be willing to speak to the guild here and possibly get you a special item for your use once once this problem is neutralized.
As Janali, the city of Ventus would be in your debt. Once you've proven that you've slain the creatures, you could ask what you will. Everything has stopped. And if you get it moving, I'm sure they would be grateful.
Well, let's talk amongst ourselves and get back to you here in a moment.
Very good. Now, and both Analu, Janali, and the rest step out.
Dalen, what do you think?
I'm not down with this. This isn't our fight. We got other things we were doing. Now we're gonna get sucked into this.
There's a way to get paid.
I don't know.
Gold is not always
On the one hand, I don't.
well enough incentive. But go ahead.
On the one hand, I don't want things to get worse here, but Gallus is really close. But things might get bad here. I don't know.
I'm not convinced that this isn't related to Gallas.
Frog people?
I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is.
And Gallus was already crazy strong. What if he gets one of the frog people?
I look over at Daywin. You didn't happen to see what happened last night, did you? Or hear anything last night?
I didn't see anything last night. What are you talking about?
Thought I heard screaming last night.
I saw it. Century's Rest.
Yep.
I saw it. It was like a lizard thing that was like this big. And it came out of someone's stomach. And it was mean too. It came out, rah, rah. It was trying to bite people. And if that thing gets bigger, I don't know. And Gallus already makes things crazy strong, and one of those bigger monster slime? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not convinced about any of
Seems
this.
like an awfully big risk.
Yeah.
Chump change, as far as I'm concerned.
Didn't you just say gold isn't everything?
That's why I said it's chump change.
Pretty weak cash offer. I'm not going to deny that.
I mean, considering if any one of us gets infected, that's it.
Yeah,
You're gone.
that thing was scary, and I don't want you guys getting sick.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we're adventurers. We put our lives on the line, but
Mm-hmm. This seems far above our pay grade. Or at least what I'm considering far above our pay grade.
I haven't heard anything from anywhere else, so I think they might have it handled. I don't know, did you hear any?
don't they have somebody who, when they quarantine them, if they catch it in time, they can rid them of it? Is that not what happened last night?
It sounded like it, yeah, like they had what looked like a doctor on hand.
I mean, we didn't hear anything from the other city about
Mm-mm.
people getting sick like this.
Yeah, they got it contained. I'm not going to deny that.
Had I heard of anything like this before? Like in my studies? Like this type of like creature or anything like that?
I will let you make a I will let you make a Arcana check
Ooh.
at disadvantage.
Signs point to no. Is what my magic 8 ball says.
Both at 24.
Holy crap.
Oh,
That was a disadvantage.
it was meant to be.
Mhm.
Okay. There are a number of creatures that have been known to need a host in order to produce their brood. A number of them do have uh, a a number of them do tend to just need no more than a moment, a touch, in order uh, to produce such effects. Some need to actually spend a good time with the host contained in order to affect them. You get the feeling that this creature is not of this plane of existence, that it is something off world. You don't believe that you don't believe that this particular creature is, how to put this, you get the feeling that such creatures are innately in need of finding their host in order to spread their brood, and if left unchecked, they tend to overpopulate fast. Especially in saturated environments. With a 24, you don't get a name,
Mm-hmm.
but you do know that this is non-material plane and possibly a infestation that could explode if not checked.
I look over at Jerry. Yeah, this could result in an outbreak if we don't help these people. I think I've come across something like this before, but I'm not 100% sure. But if not left unchecked, they could spread and cause an outbreak, and could possibly maybe affect either Gallus or Toma, but I'm not sure. But I think we have an outbreak going on.
Let's just take stock of what's happened in the last couple of weeks. We originally left Telma on our route to search for this third tower, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a siege on Telma, so we had to go back and help out. And we left again, joined this caravan, dealt with all that. Traveled here now, and now, there's, I guess my question is when are we going to stop getting sidetracked and actually do what we meant to set out to do?
Well, the assault on Telma was actually part of the whole thing. It was an army of Gallus
Mm-hmm.
sent to try and destroy one of the towers.
Yep, I'm aware.
So we didn't deviate from mission. We just didn't see the threat coming when we had a chance to prepare. Now, yeah, this may be a distraction. It may not be. I don't know what these creatures are. Are they related? Are they not related?
They're not from this plane, that's for sure.
They're what?
They're not from this plane. They're from a different plane. Not sure from where, but they're not of this world.
Really?
Yes. I think I've read about these before, but again, I'm not 100% sure what these things are. But they're not from here.
There's a library in town that I can go do some research at. In the meantime, let's find out what we can about this outbreak. I hear what you're saying, Leah.
Mm-hmm.
I think these people are in trouble. I think they're barely holding it together.
Do you think we should ask Janali and Nalu if they know anything about Gallus? About the slime monsters, at least?
Wouldn't hurt to ask.
Because, so they're from another place, right?
Yes. They're not from this place.
And the person who made the power is, but the tower is in different places, right? Maybe something broke and they're leaking from one of the towers.
Could be.
I don't know.
Don't know. There's a lot we don't know here. Well, I want to hit the nearest library as soon as I can because these creatures are extra planar than someone's had to have run across them before.
Mm-hmm.
Caravan did make it to the city, though.
Yes.
When do we get paid, bro?
Bro, grade's not there.
All right.
Water commission. These guys need money for whatever reason.
Repairs aren't cheap.
Understood.
Expeditions cost money. Horses require feed.
Mine doesn't.
Yeah, but that's
The ones
yours.
Your wagon or your caravan do.
Yeah.
Let's call them
Some
back.
people have goals, some people don't.
Spells cost money too.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Y'all some broke motherfuckers.
Yeah,
We are.
yeah.
Denying that.
Not even what was the point of lying?
To be fair, you guys were treated really well in Telma because of that whole the platinum system that they had in place.
And I still have 9 of those. I'm going back to Telma very soon.
But it was just one of those things. I didn't even think too much about gold after the casino incident because wherever you went, here's a platinum. Here's the platinum. I'm like, you guys are set. You guys don't even need. You guys don't even need to look at the notice board. You guys.
You're set in Telma. Everywhere else.
Shit.
That's another story.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. We left the comfort zone.
Now we're out here in the wild.
Now it's some big pitches.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not tempted to say yes just yet without knowing exactly what we're getting into, but I do want to do some research on this thing. So we'll say no for the moment. We got some other things we got to handle, but I do want to investigate this a little bit further to see what this exactly is. So we may be coming back to this one, revisit it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Analu and Janali will return, and he'll look at the four of you and go, I trust you had enough time to converse with each other.
We've figured out a couple of things. One, we don't know enough about what we're signing up for. The risk, the reward don't balance out. So at this time, we're going to probably decline the offer. However, I do want to do some more research as to what these creatures are. According to Laya here, they are not of this plane of existence. They're extraplanar in origin.
That would explain why it's cropped up so quickly and why we're having such trouble finding them.
So you're going to have to start thinking of acquiring capabilities of seeing into other planes of existence. Track these. I'm going to do more research. There's got to be something somewhere. You all have a library here, I'm assuming.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that will be effective, but you also can have a look at some of the specimens that we've come across. They're with our surgeon at the moment.
All right. Also want to see his notes on that sort of stuff. Whatever he's learned on that. I expect that I'll be coming back to revisit the subject with you at a later point. At this point, at this particular moment, we're going to decline, but not completely. So we're going to do more research, figure out what the heck's going on, see if there is something that we can do to help you. If there is, then we'll be back to discuss terms.
Very well.
That's the best I can do for you right now. I'm sorry. Without knowing more, I can't commit us into this just yet.
I understand. Allow us to at least escort you as far as Vestus. One of our retinue can even show you around the area.
I appreciate that.
Denali,
Yes.
escort these individuals into Vestus and see that they are at least shown around enough that they know their way around.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep. First up, we gotta go meet up with Ray.
With that, you are let out. It doesn't take you long to find Gray. He just finished bringing the rest of the caravan into Vestus, and he's already counting the the wagons, making sure that everything is where it should be. He looks at you and goes, well, it's good to see that you guys made it through the night. About our contract. And he'll pull out 4 bags and distribute them. This is at least the retainer that I owe you. It'll take some time to sell the materials so that you can get a proper profit.
All right.
Oh,
Yes.
ask him if that means, is this stuff all for sale?
Locke's asking if all this stuff is for sale.
I mean, I'd be willing to sell anything that hasn't already gotten a buyer.
Okay.
So,
Jerry, how much do we have in the funds?
Funds.
Yes, I know it's been a while.
It's been a while. They're looking pretty bleak right now.
Never mind then.
What are you looking for?
I wanted to get. No, as a sorcerer, I would know what my materials I need.
Yeah.
I need 100 gold worth of diamond dusts in case I need to cast Greater Restoration.
You just got paid 800 gold.
I did.
That's in the bag that you was just given.
Yes. Ask him if he has that. Ask him if he has that.
Diamond dust.
Diamond dust.
well, I don't have diamond dust, but I do have diamonds. How much you looking for?
100 gold.
I got a 100 gold diamond I'd be willing to sell that no one will miss.
Yes.
Would you like me to see if I can find someone to break it down into smaller size for you?
Also, yes.
All right. Give me an hour. I'll get that to you.
Thank you.
Sure. Anything else?
No. We'll see you back here in, say, 5 days.
Hopefully that will be enough time to sell all the wares. Not sure. I'm a little worried about this current climate. I'll see what I can do.
All right.
In the meantime, check out Fiddler's Green. It's a port inn that people have been known to enjoy. They don't have to. You don't have to worry about any kind of bed bugs or anything like that.
What's the name of the town we're in?
Vestus.
Vestus. What was the name of this?
The inn is called Fiddler's Green.
Green.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And be careful out there. Don't get sick or whatever this thing is.
Yeah. Keep an eye on your crew, too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to get back to Telma and have a good number of drinks and just think to ourselves, man, they got it fucked up here.
Hopefully they can get it solved.
Yeah. In any case, y'all have a good time and best of luck on your adventures if I don't get to see you to pay you off in time.
Appreciate that.
All right. And he'll step away.
Time to do some research off to the library. I go.
All right. You'll head to the library. Is there anything else anyone would like to do? Planning ahead for their time in Vestus.
I just wanted to do the greater restoration materials.
Okay.
I'll just poke around local shops.
Okay.
Nothing in particular. Figured I'd get a lay of the town.
Sure.
I'll join Damon.
Enjoy Damon.
Yep.
Okay. Well, with the party splitting up, each to do their own particular particular quests in mind. Brain farts, man. The town of Vestus, once a thriving port town, now a quarantined dock. What kind of problems, solutions, adventures are in store for our party? Find out next time. Thank you guys for playing with me. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.